Hi, this is Steve Young from the Co-Roundtable. We have said a number of times we believe in, and we try to work through this in various ways, that values are the starting point for behaviors. And therefore, if we're talking about capitalism or economics or the way business behaves, well, it really should look at values. Now, how do you kind of make sense of that? One of the things that has occurred to me is that different cultures, different peoples, this gets sensitive, it gets tricky because there are issues of stereotyping and things like this, but different cultures and different peoples have different values. Their music sounds different, their food is different, the dress is different, the family dynamics are different. You read their literature, it goes off in different directions. And there is a current instance, I think, sort of that proves the point that values really make a difference. What I'm thinking of is China. China under the control of the Communist Party, now led by Xi Jinping, and particularly what has happened over the last month or so to take in effect, a private sense of private source of power. Jack Ma's financial empire with Alibaba, Alipay, and other things, and bring it under the control of the government, allowing people there to still make money, to do very well, but with permission from the government as to what they do. Recently, the Chinese government has, for not only Alibaba and Alipay, but Tencent and these others, said they cannot make loans. They can use this new technology for payment systems, but they can't actually become financial creators of financial power. And the question is why? Well, there's sort of good reasons. You don't want them to create too much liquidity, and that creates inflation. But if you read the history of China, you see, going way, way back, a suspicion of any private person who can be autonomous from the government. Now, this is not the Confucian belief. This is a different belief. But what it says is that, or what it holds, what it believes is that people can't be trusted. Because people are greedy and selfish, and they'll fight with each other, and they will create disorder, and that will make life miserable for everybody. So everybody has to sacrifice and live under constraint in order that everybody can enjoy sort of a minimum level of security. This is a different kind of capitalism. And the Chinese government has been very effective at creating a kind of state-managed market system. The origin of this thinking goes back, a few scholars look at this, it's Bronze Age thinking, actually, like a lot of great thoughts. I mean, Buddha was in the Bronze Age, the Greek philosophers were in the Bronze Age. There was one guy, Moza, who wrote way back when, after Confucius, that the best life is one where the state has all power. There's another guy similar to him whose name was Guanza, and he was a prime minister, and he understood that you could use self-interest and market forces to maximize government power. There's a cute little story about him which sort of makes this point that markets can actually serve many masters. So Guan Zhong was the prime minister to a duke. The duke said to him one day, "I love purple cloth, but it's too expensive. I can't afford to buy it." Guan Zhong said, "Sire, or your Highness, just do it. Follow as I say, I'll solve the problem for you. The next time somebody comes next to you wearing purple cloth, hold your nose." The idea is apparently the dye that made the color purple in the cloth had a smell to it. The Duke did that. Everybody in his court panicked that they would be ostracized, so they sold all their purple cloth. The price of purple cloth in the market dropped dramatically. Guan Zhong bought it all up for a penny and gave it to the Duke. We see that kind of philosophy in China today, where you set prices in various ways and you give permissions to various people to control the supply and demand in markets. And this is very, very Chinese.